So now some of you might be wondering where all this health and fitness stuff came from, because, I mean, I've told you I'm pretty happy with how and who I am, and I have a fiance who thinks I'm the most beautiful creature he's ever seen. But I was lucky enough to inherit high blood pressure from my father. So, I mean, I'm on medication for it, and yeah, we cannot seem to get it under control. So my doctor just sat down and had a talk with me about how losing weight and being healthier, I mean, just eating healthier, will really help with that high blood pressure. So, but it was kind of a reality check, because, I mean, when you get into committed relationships, sometimes you tend to gain weight anyway. So when I saw how much I weighed at the doctor's office, it was really like a reality check. And I didn't want to weigh that anymore, especially with like a wedding and everything coming up. So, the day, 2 or 3 days after my doctor's appointment, which was November 17th? November 17th. I joined the local gym here. It's actually like 2 blocks from my house, which is pretty awesome. And I completely changed the way I ate. I didn't wait till the new year. I didn't wait till Monday that week. I started the next day. And I went and bought healthier food. I changed the way I ate. I cut things like sugar and pop completely out of my life. And I started going to the gym every day. And, I mean, it's not like intense. Like, I spend hours there working out. I go for 30 minutes a day, every day. And, I mean, you would, if you really focus on it, it's amazing how much time you have in the day, and how, even with my job, and how much you can get done. And so 30 minutes a day is nothing out of my day, and I feel, and I mean, it's not even that I have seen progress. I've lost like 10 pounds, and I'm losing a lot of inches. I'm losing more inches than I am pounds. And I mean, people can see it, and Matt was feeling my waist last night. He's like, yeah, you're definitely shrinking. But yeah, it's not even just about the weight loss. I feel so much better. I sleep so much better. My mood, I mean, is so much better. I mean, I'm so much more positive and happy. And I mean, not that I wasn't happy before, but yeah, it's just, I mean, everything is different now that I'm eating healthier and I'm more physically active. So some of the things I do for, like, the way I radically changed my diet was, I cut out all the sugar, so no pop, I mean, I never had much of a sweet tooth anyway, and I mean, if you guys struggle with that, I would suggest maybe if you're having a sweet tooth craving, chew some gum, some sugar-free gum, because, I mean, you can get all kinds of sweet flavors, and the calories aren't very much. Now, I can't stand fruity or gum like that or anything. I have to chew like mint gum. But so yeah, I cut that completely out. I started eating a lot of turkey, turkey burgers, ground turkey. We have this recipe for ground turkey meatloaf that is unbelievable, and Matt even loves it. So there's so many options for eating healthy, and that's actually really good. I love fruit. I love vegetables, so that was not... Who's texting me? So that was not a hard compromise. So usually for breakfast I'll have a yogurt. I go for the Yoplait Light, and they have so many flavors, and they're so delicious, especially the raspberry. And then for like mid-morning snack, so I'll usually, because how I work, I'll usually eat about 5 o'clock in the morning, and then about 8 o'clock I'll have either like a handful of almonds or cashews or 2 light string cheeses, because I love string cheese. It's so good. If I'm working for lunch, I'll have a Special K protein bar, or if I'm off of work, I'll usually have like a wrap, like whole wheat tortilla with a little bit of light mayonnaise or some cream cheese, some spinach, some Munster cheese, and some turkey. And then after that, like around 3 o'clock maybe, I'll have another little snack, because I'm on this thing called the DASH diet, and you're supposed to like eat little tiny meals like throughout the day. And you're supposed to keep these snacks because you have to keep your body eating and your metabolism used to working. So I'll have like a piece of fruit or a handful of vegetables, like carrot sticks are really good. Some celery, or just even an apple or a banana. And then for dinner, it just depends. I've gotten really attached to these Healthy Choice cafe steamers. And I mean, they're like 100 to 200 calories per meal, and oh, they're so good. I have never known diet food to taste like this. It's so good. And they're really cheap too. So eating healthy is not that expensive if you know how to shop. Water. I drink anywhere from 32 to, the other day I drank 72 ounces of water in that one day. But yeah, I drink, that's like all I drink now is water and milk. I have at least like a glass of milk every day. But water is so important. But yeah, and that's just what I've been doing, and I've been seeing some progress, and I'm in love with the progress. I used to think a 20-minute mile was impossible, but today I did a 16-minute mile. And I really, really want to focus on, by the end of January or the middle of February, I'm trying not to aim too high. I want to get down to a 10-minute mile. I think that would be so cool. So yeah, and when I go to work out, I usually do the treadmill for 30 minutes. So I will walk for 5 minutes, usually between 3.5 miles an hour. And then at the 5-minute mark, I will jog for a minute, usually between 5 and 6 miles an hour. And then I'll go back down to the 3, just walking. And I'll do that off and on for 30 minutes, and then I'll do like 2 minutes really slow walking just to cool down. And then I'll do some stretching, and then I do some really light weights because 1, I'm a wuss, and 2, I don't want to build a whole bunch of muscle under fat because that's never a good idea. So I want to kind of keep the weight activity, down until I lose a little more. So, I would say right now for a goal would be this. I can't even tell you how much I weighed there. That was in the beginning of 2011. I'm not gonna lie, that was a very bad time in my life. And I only got down to that weight because I was anorexic. Yeah, it was a very bad time. And I mean, one day I hope to share the whole story with you behind that. But yeah, I was anorexic. For about 5 or 6 months, all I would eat every day was 2 44-ounce cups or less of blended up fruit. And that's, all I ate for those like 5 months, because the smell of cooked food or anything like that would automatically make me throw up. So I would like to get back down to that weight, only in a healthy way through, good food and fitness. Is that the right word? And exercise. So yeah, that's just kind of what's been going on with me and where I'm at with the whole being healthy. So there's just, if you guys want any tips on, what you can do to eat better or anything, I can try and help. I'm still learning. I am still learning. So, but if you guys are thinking of taking on the endeavor of being healthier and being more physically active, I would love to help support you guys. Because that's a big thing, is you need a good support system when you're doing this. And it makes me feel really good because not only have I seen changes in myself, but I've been inspiring people around me. Shayna, she joined my gym. She's been there almost every day like I had been. And you can see it. She's losing weight, and it's so amazing to see her physically active and trying to be healthier about what she eats, because it's not really a side I've ever seen of her before. So that's really amazing to see. My boss, who is awesome, I love her, she's a great person, she was poking fun at me about being so good, because one of our vendors was offering us some donuts, and I was like, oh no, I'm fine, thank you, I'm trying to cut out sugar. And she's like, oh, look at you being all healthy. And then 2 days ago she came into work with a bottle of Naked juice, I think it's called. And I was like, oh, you brought juice this morning? She's like, yeah, I'm just trying to be healthier. I'm like, really? And then I'm so happy. Just out of nowhere, Matt started going to the gym almost every day after work. And I was not expecting that at all. So yeah, it's been really, really nice, because I feel like I'm changing, and I feel like for the better. And I feel like people around me are kind of feeling that too. Not pressure, but inspiration to try and be a little better too. So if you can inspire someone, that is awesome. And if you can be inspired by someone and actually take that inspiration and make a change, that is unbelievably awesome too. So yeah. Alright, well, I just wanted to catch you guys up on what's going on with that. I have been posting a lot of stuff on Instagram about my fitness and health journey. So if you guys want to find me on Instagram, it's PotterProjects1989, and so you'll get all that fitness stuff and everything in between. Alright guys, I will see you later.